Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. My name is Umbaglo, and with me once again is...
Megalomaniac, hello internets.
Good day. So last time we took a step back to start the replay, to start the remastered Romulan storyline. So we went to some diplomatic events featuring Empress Sela, and
It was a trap.
And the day turned out to be a trap. So we stopped a Romulan fleet that was going to Vulcan, and somehow Sela is still acting like, she's the one being generous here. So anyway, we picked
the
up,
world's her oyster, and we just live on it.
That's right. So we picked up a Romulan colonist in the last mission, so we're just going to go and drop her off home.
Yep. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Oh, yeah. Just got to pick up the mission here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'll wait for you then.
So, apparently we just interrogated her a little bit about what was going on, but yeah, now we're just going to bring her back home to Sereni Prime.
No, we're good guys. We don't interrogate. We talked to her.
So in the remastered Romulan Mysteries set, 2 of the missions are brand new and 2 of the missions are rebuilds. Shadow Play here is one of the new missions. The previous one and the next one are both ones that are basically rebuilding of missions that have already existed. Yeah, kinda. But apparently there's some Romulan Star Empire ships patrolling around this supposedly neutral planet.
Let's go show them that we don't like their kind here.
Yeah. The shield wall is apparently new.
There's a giant hole in one of them, though. That's like...
Yeah, that's suspicious. Well, I mean, to be fair...
I mean, it does narrow the attack vector you can make an assault on the planet from, but still, space is big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they also want to have at least an entry point anyway.
Well, that's why you turn it off if you need to go in.
Yeah. I think what's actually probably more...
So,
more
you go ahead and handle the negotiations. I'm just going to park here, relatively close range, my weapons trained on them.
Alright.
Yeah, for when it inevitably turns bad.
Let's say we didn't realize it's the Protectorate.
However, the Empress has graciously extended her protection to this planet is protected by the Romulan Star Empire.
We're returning a citizen.
Identify this citizen.
Should we lie or tell the truth about who we're returning? Oh, we're good Federation guys. We'll tell the truth.
That is the name of a fugitive.
Yes.
Oh, apparently it's a fugitive. So, yeah, we'll not...
Oh, look. There's a fight. I'm so shocked.
Go figure. Whoever could have foreseen this happening? And then, of course, the Tavaros decide to wait until their boss gets blown up. Oh, geez,
Yes, because that's a smart idea on their part.
Yeah, they're just activating one at a time. That's kind
I think
of
that was a
strange.
bug.
Yeah, that must have been. Anyway, so now that we've defeated the blockade, we should probably just fly right through and
Through the
go
giant
into orbit.
gaping hole in space.
Yeah.
Wait, loot. Crafting loot.
Oh yeah, you wanna pick up
I
some materials?
might be repeatedly crafting cannons to get really good ones, yes.
Still, of course.
Look, I got one that's going for like 30 million on the auction house earlier, so...
Oof, that's pretty good.
Let's see, you're bringing Neil in, so I'll bring My Kabali and my Reman,
Okay.
named Ron.
It's a good name.
Ron Perlman.
Did it come with it? Or did
No,
you
no,
rename
I
it?
named him that. No, because
I can't believe I finally made it home. Thank you.
the Reman,
I
like,
never
Viceroy
thought I'd
in
see this
Nemesis
place
was played by
again.
Ron Perlman.
I would give you the
Ah,
grand tour
yes.
such as it is, but I need to get back.
Not that you could tell because they loaded him up under, like, 80 pounds of makeup.
Oh, of course. I mean, they have a peculiar look.
Granted, ironically, Hellwoe's him loaded under 80 pounds of makeup, and you can still tell it was him there, so...
Anyway, so Tequila will just run off home, and we will talk to the counselor in charge of their little colony here and see what's going on.
And welcome to Sereni Prime. Oh, thank you for returning.
Apparently, we've arrived at the same time as a representative from both the Romulan Empire and the Romulan Republic.
Interesting time. I was just preparing to meet with representatives from the Romulan Star.
Yeah, we
Yes,
we
the
met
Empire has
with
a way
one of their
offering
representatives, and it was
assistance that
an
feels
interesting
more like a
experience.
threat. They offered security
You could
services
say they were
from
blown
our
away by
world,
our presence.
and I could
Yeah.
not risk refusing them. A number of our citizens went missing in the weeks before the Empire arrived. The Empire blames the Republic, of course.
Apparently
but
there's been
Sela likes to
some
blame
abductions
them
on
for
this
a lot of
planet.
things. There's no
Sayla's
evidence they're
trying to
responsible
blame it
for
on the
them.
Republic,
In
but
fact, there's no
there's
evidence at all.
no evidence
And
of that
I
at
think
all.
If the Republic were behind these kidnappings, they would leave some trace.
So let's talk to the two envoys.
You are not welcome here.
Of course, the Empire guys are not
Don't let me shoot him.
not happy.
The Federation.
They're not letting me
allies
shoot him.
of Terrorists.
Oh.
You had no choice. Those words have been the excuse of monsters since
Like,
time
even invisible and everything.
on the chance that the council is foolish enough.
Yeah, he's
A jerk.
pretty much an asshole. The Republic representative, on the other hand, is much more gracious.
Fortunately, I arrived before the blockade, and the council has extended their protection to me.
So I'll just wish them luck in their negotiations. If we talk back to the counselor,
What did you do with
and now she's asking for our opinion about which one to join, and
Gee, I wonder.
I wonder.
This
It
actually
is.
reminds me of the Voss storyline in Old Republic.
Oh yeah.
In a smaller scale. Yeah, a bunch of missions where the Republic and the Empire were, trying to schmooze over the neutral party.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Slightly different context here because, in this case, the Empire could just kind of wipe these people out if they wanted to.
Well, let's just say we're biased, but we think they should
interesting
join the
perspective.
Republic.
Thank you for your suggestion.
They should definitely join the Republic.
But they mentioned that there's a survivor from Virenat who claims to have seen what was going on with these abductions and such, so maybe we should just go and give them a talk.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like it's a fellow that we've seen when we did the Romulan
we were
storyline.
Romulans.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite possible it's someone that we may have just, like, not come across.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really remember this guy.
Virenat has been abandoned since the attack.
But yeah, he
Go
says,
see
hey,
what our Empress does to
you
her
can just
people.
go to Virenat and look for yourself. Which,
Sure, let's
Yeah.
fly halfway across the quadrant.
yeah, sure. Yeah, so the reason why this mission is, like, brand new is that it is basically tying together all the stuff for, like, the Romulan storyline to the Federation storyline.
Your presence here is unauthorized. Furthermore,
Oh,
we
more,
have evidence that you have
more Romulan
allowed
Empire
the
folks that
destruction of the
seem
IR
very
government
unhappy
and
about our
the
presence.
deaths of her crew.
Yeah, well.
Oh, and the Romulan Republic guy is asking if we want some assistance. Do we want a hand?
Nah, we can kick these guys' asses around.
Okay. Okay.
I really was just kind of sitting right there with my mouse hovered over the gravity well button.
I'm gonna pop on some abilities, including one of these new command abilities. Since the ship I'm flying right now, which is the Vaudoir Lobby ship, comes with a command bridge officer slot. So the one I was using was Overwhelm Emitters, which for any ally, well, on any enemy that the enemy that I mark I mark with that ability, any ally that attacks it gains shield healing equal to 10% of the damage that they deal, and the enemy takes a bonus 10% shield damage.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, they also, exploded really quickly, so probably super necessary, but...
Well, I mean, the buff lasts for... Actually, I'm not sure how long it lasts. Stations... It doesn't actually say how long it lasts. Maybe it lasts until they die.
That'd be nice.
That would actually be really nice. Now, it does say though that the drain and heal can only trigger once every half second, which is actually still pretty fast. But yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. I didn't really notice that it didn't actually specify a duration. Next time I use it, I'll have to take a look at the debuff on the target to see if it actually says something. Alright, so here we are at Virenat. Folks would probably remember how this looks from when we did the Romulan side. We're gonna scan the debris around here, see what's going on.
You get that one, I'll get this one.
Okay. So you got a piece of an old Romulan vessel there that looked like it was pretty beat up before it was destroyed.
Here's a vessel, debris from a vessel of unknown configuration. It's probably the Alachi.
Yeah, probably is. I mean, yeah, we know it is. Thought we detected a vessel, but not seeing anything. Alright, well, we'll continue heading towards the planet to go into orbit and beam down. See what's going on down here.
I'm sure there's nothing dangerous.
Well, probably not much. I mean, it's pretty much a abandoned planet at this point. Yeah. Detecting several insect life forms. Yeah, the Kalids we had before.
Bugs.
So they've gotten a little aggressive ever since the planet got wiped out. I guess
they also gained a bunch of levels, so I'm going to say it's space radiation.
Yeah, or they were just well fed, I guess, or something. Alright, so we got... Okay. Yeah, when Bridge Officer was mentioning it seemed like there was some sort of festival going on when the place was attacked. Which, yep.
It was.
Colonists here that died of some sort of plasma discharge, but they then seem to be infected with a fungal spore, which looks very oddly similar to the stuff we saw when we infiltrated that one research facility.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you didn't have to directly level up your Kabali Bridge Officer, did you?
No, I think she just came it.
It just automatically came with all 4 of her abilities?
I think so.
That's
Thinking about
actually-
it.
Yeah, because I haven't... I just actually realized earlier that like I didn't actually have to rank up my Kabali either.
So I could have and just forgotten about it, which is entirely possible, but...
No, I don't think I did.
So, this beacon is unfamiliar with any technology that we know about.
But the components sure look like some of the same stuff we saw at Installation 18.
Yeah. Totally the Elachi.
Gotta be the Elachi. Wait a second, would this... If we were doing the progression normally, would we have done this... We would be doing this after Nimbus, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because Nimbus is
Nimbus,
part of the Klingon story?
It's right after. It's between the Klingon story... Let me look real quick. It is, in fact, right after the Klingon story. It is right between the Klingon War arc and this one. Though,
Okay.
Where did... Okay, they put the... No, they didn't.
Put what?
Where's the Davidian series?
Oh. It's in the middle of the Klingon War.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's right after. Right after this, the finale of the stuff with Bavat, and then right after it is then you go hunt Amar Singh.
Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it used to be its own entry, so...
Well, I think it was only its own entry when it was when it was part of the actual like when it was just by itself, like when it was its own featured series. Although the Romulan side puts it as its own because they don't do that Klingon storyline.
Yeah, they do it a lot later.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember Klingons do it a lot later, too.
Yeah. Both the Klingons and the Romulans do it like in the 40s.
Yeah, 30s or 40s, depending.
Alright, so that picked up all the evidence. Although that last one's kind of strange. Like, your bridge officer comments that it's unlikely that the colonists destroyed themselves, but like, to be fair, that's actually kind of what Sayla's asserting. So to dismiss it as being offhand, the way they did is a little on the strange side, but whatever. This station here has a message from Empress Sayla.
Of the Empire. It is with
Oh, and she's talking. Like, here's her actually reporting on the destruction of the colony in Viranat, trying to pin it on the Republic.
I believe most of
She's such a liar.
Yeah.
A liar and a fibber and a cheat. And I bet she hates puppies, too.
Oh no! Some unusual readings showed up, and it happened to be Elachi drones. All right, that one command bridge officer power is pretty cool.
What is it?
The bombing run one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I actually just noticed that it actually had like a little drone fly over as well. That's actually pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
So our guys found a scout ship and drove it off. but now we need to take care of this main body. Ooh, wow, okay, there's a bunch of guys here. But like at the same time,
They're exploding.
yeah, they're not really that dangerous. This ship is surprisingly pretty good at just sort of sitting itself down and rotating. I'm actually kind of tempted to pick up that one captain specialization talent that gives you bonus turn rate when you're stopped.
That'd be a good one for the way you play sometimes. Tanking.
Yeah, but I mean normally
Or carrier play, for that matter.
I guess it would be better for like kind of the way some of these ships are meant to be played. But like the way the game is designed is that you get most of your defense when you're moving. So when I'm trying to play a tanky carrier or a tanky cruiser, I want to keep moving so I get all my defense. Apparently there's a sudden attack on New Romulus, and Admiral Tanay is looking for everyone that's available to come to their defense. So,
gee, what does this remind us of?
Yeah, so we better warp ourselves in with the rest of the battle group.
It is in fact the last unique mission of the Romulan side.
Yeah, we're gonna go and be the Federation reinforcements that came in and helped us when we did that mission on the Romulan side.
That sure was a mission.
Yeah,
a mission that happened.
And this is actually a really nice touch. Like I like that.
It is cool, yeah.
That
I just don't like
it ties in the storylines by having the player show up to be the reinforcements.
Concentrate fire on their command ship.
Oh, all right. So there's everyone just ahead. Yeah, it's like I get that like normal, like the normal player strategy is to like sit themselves down and just shoot at whatever the enemy is, but like I don't like that because you lose so much defense by doing so.
Yeah.
So you take so much more damage. But like at the same time, it's considered to be made up for by the fact that so much like the weapons with the like the shortest firing arc has.
I like how they're all being sucked together.
Yeah, that's quite the mess you made over there.
Well, get in here and start firing at will.
Yeah. But like at the same time, the weapons with the firing arcs that work best if you just point yourself at them and open fire. Like they have the highest damage. Work quite as well as I expected.
Yeah, I kind of bit off a little more than I should chew there.
So like that's kind of how, like in theory that's kind of how it balances out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily know. Like how well I like it. Alright, overwhelm emitters might have like a 15 or so second timer on it. Which actually sounds about right for how long its cooldown is, too.
Mm-hmm.
So just finish mopping up this
Yeah, we blew up the command ship pretty...
We blew up the command ship, so
And
now
technically we
it's just-
finished the mission, but, you know...
Yeah, we need to actually get out of combat before we can finish the mission, which means...
And the best way to get out of combat is to kill everything else.
That's right. So while we're mopping up here, we can talk about some of the news from this week, which hasn't really been that much. Which is actually, like that's fairly normal for like when a when a
Events
major
going on.
content release gets sent out.
On behalf of the Romulan Republic.
We won't leave just yet. Let's finish destroying. Oh, did you already leave?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I figured they'd had it. There was only, like, one ship.
There was like a handful still, but yeah, they're
Well, I'll wait for you out here.
now they're all done. But yeah, like it's fairly normal that there isn't really a whole lot of news coming out like the few weeks after a major release. Has there been like there's? Oh, okay, why is it not letting me actually depart the system? All right, let's do it manually then. So the first thing is, this weekend there's a dilithium weekend, and due
Sort of.
to what was that?
Oh, sort of weekend
Yes,
now.
sort of
but-
that. Due to some situations, basically due to a bit of a miscommunication in how in a change they've made to the dilithium weekend, Cryptic has decided to make it a dilithium week. So now the bonus will apply for all missions. Or sorry, so the bonus will apply for all this upcoming week, which is that's pretty nice. We should say at the very least that the reason for this is that so Cryptic decided to change what can actually get the benefit. So as well as before I start this next point, let's just say that the next mission is this. So the next mission that we're going to be doing is the one that is a
Remaster.
is a remaster of a few missions that had already existed. So, and it's named after a mission that already existed. So, we are now doing the mission to discover what happened with the Hobus supernova, and then track down Taris.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's changed quite a bit is that because of the addition of the Romulan storyline, who they also tracked down why the Hobus supernova occurred. It seems that they have actually told their allies now what has happened. So now we know, and now we ourselves are looking up Taris, and we're going to try and find her. So we're going to fly ourselves over to the Hobus system and rendezvous with the Lizette.
Mm-hmm. Also, amusingly, as you point out, this is basically the only mission that takes you to Iota Pavonis now.
Yeah, because of all the changes that they've made to the Romulan mystery storyline, there's no reason to go to Iota Pavonis now except for this mission.
Which leads into another point that we'll segue into later. But
so
back with the dilithium.
Yeah, back with the dilithium.
Dilithium gate.
It's not quite that much of a controversy.
I'm looking forward to about like 50 years in the future where everyone forgets that Watergate was a thing, and it's just its legacy is the fact that adding gate onto any kind of controversy is what happens.
Yeah, that's. I don't even think you need to go that far into the future. Like, I would almost say that is kind of what's happening now.
I'm factoring in that in another 10, 20 years that the identity of Deep Throat will probably be made known after they die. Because I know someone out there knows who Deep Throat is, and like they've said that after they die, it will be made known. But at least I think that's what's been. I remember hearing that as a news story, decades ago, mind you. But
interesting. So Cryptic has decided to change what can benefit from the dilithium bonus for the event weekend, and basically, and like, this is like, to be fair, this is something that Cryptic has been saying that they've wanted to do for a while. Like, they've been kind of making changes along this line for quite some time. So this shouldn't necessarily be a sudden change, but Cryptic has made it so that the lithium bonus only applies to doing content, not to reputation awards.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are very upset about that. And, like, in a way, I can see why they're upset, but at the same time, like, I think that they're silly for being so. Like, the way the game is right now, you can easily cap on your daily refine limit in just a few hours of play. Like, it doesn't really take very long. Like, the dilithium bonus weekend makes that faster, absolutely, but it doesn't take a lot of effort to reach your daily cap, and you can do it by having such a wide range of content. If you want really fast, like, there's the space battles. Not just
ground battle zone.
The ground battle zone and the space battle zone are really fast. The ground battle zone is a little faster, but either one of those will get you like 4,000 to 5,000 dilithium per cycle. You know, it's like, you only need to do 2 cycles of them to cap out. The majority of the time. If you're doing like the there's a bunch of other like daily missions which are like, a little fast, and you can get you thousands of the lithium at a time. Like, it's not that hard to cap out your daily limit. And so, like, why is there such a big deal about losing a bonus on doing the daily, like? Why is there that much of a concern about losing a 50% bonus on the the hourly and daily projects, and a 50% bonus on turning in the capping bonus? Like,
because MMO forms.
Yeah, and that's basically what it is. So it's dumb, but
because MMO forums.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, it means that Cryptic has given us an extra week of this bonus, which, hey, alright, I'll benefit from that. I mean, it gives double dilithium if you do the mining stuff, which means that since I have the massive stockpile of the rich dilithium tokens, that means I get more than my daily refine limit each time I use it. So, alright, whatever.
Yay for you.
Yay. It's not that I'm hurting for dilithium anyway. Like, I have so much of it at the moment.
Yeah, I've got 300,000 refined, 343,000 refined on this character, and like 500,000 refined on my Romulan.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, I've got about 400,000 refined on this character at the moment, which is really like the only person that I do dilithium refining on anyway.
Yeah, the last time they did the Mirror event? It was the Mirror Universe event. I basically did it on like five or six characters, and then just threw it all in my Romulan.
Yeah.
Like, I use the LP characters we've been doing too, which that was kind of painful on some of them.
Yeah.
They're not exactly well geared.
Right.
Anyway, mission.
Yeah, so we were here to meet with the Lizette, and the Lizette was going to join us as we investigated the remains of the Hobus system, but they just got called away, and Gaius is going to come and join us to talk us through what's going on.
With his plans.
He's got all the plans.
His numerous plans.
Yeah.
This guy's hilarious, actually.
He is actually pretty funny. I actually do like him.
Anyway, the other news is a change of staff.
Yeah,
as far as production goes.
The executive producers has changed. Stephen D'Angelo is stepping down as the executive producer, and he's being replaced by Stephen Ricasa. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that like a change of the executive producer is a big deal, because like this has been like the 4th EP change in their 5 years. And like they keep the guys basically keep getting like internally promoted, so I would
that's what happened this time.
Stephen D'Angelo is moving to be the chief technology officer for Cryptic.
Oh, okay.
So he's basically working on the core technology stuff.
I wasn't sure it was one of those, or if it was like head of Sony Pictures or co-head of Sony Pictures is stepping down because apparently it's her fault that North Korea hacked them, or whatever.
Yeah,
I honestly doubt that was actually North Korea, but that's a whole other
it's a whole other
can
matter.
of beans.
Yeah.
Anyway, important point of this though is in the new guy's opening letter, he teased that sector walls are going away.
Yeah, which I'm really looking forward to that. So they're planning on making 3, eventually 4 total maps, 1 for each quadrant.
He didn't say that part. We're just assuming.
He didn't say that part, but he specified that there'd be 1 map per quadrant, which will mean that by extension, when they get around to doing gamma quadrant stuff, they're going to be adding a new map for that. But like regardless,
that's just a logical leap. They have not confirmed that they're doing gamma quadrant stuff.
Yeah,
even though that would be amazing.
But we know that they've also been saying that they want to. Among a lot of the other things that they've been saying they want to do, but absolutely, returning to the gamma quadrant is. I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see that be the next expansion. So
yeah, the other thing is I'm wondering if they want to do that and then add Cardassians as a playable race in that, or
because they want to add a Cardassian faction.
Yeah,
and doing a Delta Quadrant thing or doing a Gamma Quadrant thing may be a good way to do that. I guess at this point, one of the questions on how to do a Cardassian faction is going to be things like, how do you one of the big things is them going to be how do you handle their ships, because right now the majority
that's the iffy thing.
Right now the majority of their ships, their ship categories in the game is actually covered by the Dominion, because they're considered the same faction in terms of basically in terms of the enemy groupings. The Cardassians and the Dominion are actually considered the same group.
Also, the fact that all those ships are lockbox ships and just suddenly making those usable would tick a lot of people off.
Yeah, well, I guess it depends on which ones they make available, but yeah. So, then there's also still the kind of the issue where they're still kind of trying to make. They're still trying to make all the factions that exist right now relevant, so to speak. They're still trying to make the Romulan stuff matter in a universe with there only being 2 primary factions, and even then, with the way the current storyline is, there's the 2 factions have combined, so to speak. So
yeah, I'm honestly expecting them to at some point just abolish the idea of.
Yeah, I could
maybe
see
not
them.
completely abolish the idea of factions, but
I think that what they may need
tone
to
it down
do,
severely.
What they may need to do is set it up so that it's not so much factions in the sense of your typical multi-factional MMO design, like like the way it is now, they may have to set it up so that the factions just determine like your basic ship categories, and then from that point, everything else is just combined. Although, like, at the same time, like, there should be some unique missions. Like, you're not going to want to have the same story progression of like the Federations if you're playing a Klingon character per se.
Yeah, I think it's more in the ship aspects, ship/grouping aspect is where they need to just merge them.
Yeah,
at least as much as possible, because like my Romulan character is a science captain. I basically have like one non-lockbox ship that's a science vessel.
Yeah.
At tier 5, and 0 tier 6 science ships.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like they absolutely do need to work on ship diversity a lot, but like that's not going to get much. That's not really going to be fixed much if they try to.
No, it's not.
If they try to like isolate the factions more, like I guess in a way, like they probably should. What would make a lot of sense is if, like, with the current state of the storylines, if they kind of made it that, like, from tier 6 onwards, or even just from tier 5 onwards, because everyone's working together, like, allow all factions to fly all ships, but reinstate it as, recontextualize it as the Captain Exchange program.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it hasn't happened before. There was that episode where Riker was captaining a Klingon ship.
Mm-hmm.
So, if the factions are going to be like within the storyline, joining back up again to fight, the single foe, then like I think that's something that they should probably do.
Send your guards.
So anyway, we stumbled across Taris and her bodyguards, so we better
shoot them all.
Yeah, we better try to capture her. Really not much in terms of news going down this week, but still some interesting things that have happened that we can look forward to in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so going in database here, we can look at the logs of what's going on here. A lot of stuff coming to the space from the Hobus system.
Suspicious.
Very suspicious. Taris is upset about Hakiv's treachery.
Hakiv's a jerk.
Well, yeah.
He'll get his.
And she still believes in that the Iconians will make everything right.
She's silly.
She apparently thinks that she is the last hope for the Romulans.
She's extremely silly.
So let's just open these blast doors and get ourselves through here to follow Taris. More guards. We'll just shoot up. Oh, and there's
a named guy.
Yeah, there's a named guy. That's her commander buddy. Oop. It's pretty good too.
I would like to shoot him. There we go.
Just having some difficulties shooting at him.
Yeah. There he goes.
What?
Oh, Taris seems to have activated the gate and... Ooh. Whoops.
No sold.
Yeah.
That's why you don't treat your miners like crap.
Yep. So now
Now we can shoot Taris herself.
she's been left behind for all of her bodyguards and friends, quote unquote, have run off, leaving her behind.
And she surrendered.
We'll confront her. Even in defeat, she still insists that the Romulan people are doomed if she doesn't get her way. We'll beam her right to the brig. Well, since we're here, we might as well look up some of the evidence to use
And
at
blow
her.
up the gate.
Yeah, to use at her trial. And then, I mean, that's an Iconian gate. We don't really want to have any of those sticking around.
And, I'm just saying, if you want to avoid the cost of a trial, I could just leave me alone in a room with her for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's not really the way the Federation does things.
That's why the Federation's weak. Weak.
No.
If there was a storyline that let you join Section 31, I would totally do that.
We found a lot of stuff here that came from Hobus, so that'll be useful to know, and now we'll just overload the gateway and get ourselves out of here. Because, no one wants to be anywhere near an exploding Iconian gateway.
No, those are generally not good things to be around when they explode.
Yeah.
I mean, really, anything is not a good thing to be around when it explodes, but those especially.
Yep, fair enough. Iconian gateways tend to be a lot worse, though. Alright, so we'll fly ourselves out of the system.
Of course, us having to do it manually means something's going to happen.
Yep, like a scimitar. Oh, it's Lival. That's not good. I mean, actually, it probably doesn't matter because we've already beat up the Lival pretty handily.
Well, no, we haven't done that yet.
Actually, okay, I guess at this point in the timeline, since we rewound it, we wouldn't have.
But we will later in like 5 missions.
Sayla wants us to send Taris over to her ship so she could deal with the trial, and I was like, no. Thankfully,
I don't get to kill her without trial. You don't get to either. Sayla.
Yeah.
I mean, killing prisoners without trial is horrible and stuff.
Yes, it is. So Vakel shows up with some other ships to back us up. It's interesting to yet again see that the Rhode Island has appeared, as well as a Nameless Vesta class.
Taris is wanted by the Romulan Star Empire for high treason and war
So
crimes
Sayla is
against
saying that
Romulan.
Taris is also wanted by the Romulan Star Empire, and we have a bunch of interesting choices we could say. We could respond to this. All of them are still, no, we're not going to give her over to you, but it's still very interesting that they give you a variety of ways to say no. Like, technicality. We're the ones who caught her, so you're going to have to go to our embassy for extradition. Sorry.
Sadly, there is not an option. Just give her the finger.
Yeah, well, I would probably say that calling Sayla out that she's wants to run a sham trial is probably that.
No, I mean like literally, just like, how about I give you the finger, and you give her the finger, and then let's say you give me my phone call, but this isn't the Matrix.
Sayla's upset, of course, but she'll
piss off for now.
Yeah, there's not much she can do about this at the moment, so we'll send
She
Taris over.
could kill us all.
Well, she could try.
Yeah, she could try to kill us all.
Do you have any idea where they went?
So those Remans that ran into something that looks kind of like a Romulan station. Who knows what who knows what that means?
Yeah, you could say they went to a vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly where we'd be going after this.
Yeah, yeah. So, the actual next mission would in fact be the Reman series. So one of the nice things that they did about this mission was they actually set up the Reman stuff, so it doesn't just come right out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, the old missions kind of talked about that, because you do sort of see, like, because some of those missions do show that the Remans are getting very upset with their oppression, but it's more of a, like, the Reman series is kind of more of a, how to put it, it's not it's not a direct connection. It's just more of an assumed, like, you've seen that the Remans are under oppression, that they're very upset about this. Now here is a Reman that is leading a rebellion against it all. Like, there isn't a direct link. It's just it's an inferred one.
Yeah. This whole series, the way they redid it, makes everything flow a lot better and seem a lot less like random BS.
I definitely like what they've done with the with this the remastered Romulan series in general, because like the flow of the Romulan missions is significantly better. Like, it's just it feels better going from one mission to the next. In addition to that, they've touched up the I like that they've tied together the Romulan storyline, like the Romulan faction storyline, with the Federation and the Klingons, because you can do these missions. I think you can do these missions on the Klingon side. No,
I don't think you do.
Oh, all right.
I'll have to check. Actually,
well, regardless, it better ties together the missions to, like, the Romulan storyline to the Federation storyline, and finally the flow of the mission stories themselves is improved, because you go straight from here onto the Reman storyline, and it actually makes sense.
Actually, since I'm not recording right now, or I'm recording right now, but you don't see my visual. Let's see if the Klingons do these.
Okay. I thought they would, but could be misremembering.
Nope.
Oh, okay. So it better.
You go straight. Actually, with clans, you go. You go from the space devil thing. Do some. Yeah, they do a lot of random stuff, but then you do. Like, you do the initial storyline, the House Martok stuff. Then the space demons, or whatever, the Ferry.
Yeah.
Then random BS stuff. Then you do Nimbus. Then you do the Reman stuff.
Okay.
Then you do the Vidian stuff.
Yeah.
And then you go into the Cardassian Dominion stuff. So
I'm hoping that they do.
Klingon storyline could use some condensing. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
I would say, though, that the biggest place for condensing the Klingon storyline, though, would also be condensing the Cardassian story, because while the Klingon side only gets like half those missions, it's still like not really the good half.
Yeah.
So who knows, though? Like, if they do an expansion on the Gamma Quadrant, maybe they'll rebuild those missions. In fact, they'll probably want to do a rebuild of those missions before they announce a Delta Quadrant, a Gamma Quadrant. My goodness, I keep getting this messed up. Before they announce a Gamma Quadrant expansion. But anyway, that'll be it for us for this week, I guess. So, well, thank you everyone for watching, and we hope to see you all next time.
Bye, everybody.